What I love about AEW is they'll just fucking bury people,
Yeah,
and
it's
it's
amazing.
so funny. But anyways, yeah, FTR looks so great as a babyface team because they're really playing that babyface team this match. MJ and I never thought in a million years FTR would be an awesome babyface. I'm like, they are the classic heels,
Yeah.
and holy shit, was I on their bus, man. And Dax looks like $1 million. We'll get there. So, anyways, MJF is just talking so much shit. And there's a point where Aubrey, he's talking about her not doing her job, and he calls her the human foot. That human foot, Aubrey.
Yeah, he directly said the Aubrey might be the worst ref in professional wrestling, is
Yeah.
what he said. And
And go ahead.
I want to talk about that, but we'll get there.
Oh,
Wait, yeah, yeah.
but Shivani's like, "Did you just call her the human foot?" He's like, "Yeah, I did. She's the human foot, like, or whatever." It's like so funny. But FTR, dude, they gave the ass boys a lot. And man, they just let the gun boys like beat up Cash. I've called them the wrong name every time. The Gun Club beat
Billy
up
Gunn's
Cash.
kids.
Yeah. And just beat the fuck out of Cash
Yeah.
for forever to get that awesome hot tag for Dax.
Yep.
And then Dax just runs wild and beats the fuck out of everyone. This was awesome. But halfway through the match, and this is what I want to talk about too. I don't know if this is what you were going to, but Wardlow straight up just interrupts mid-match. And this is like really tough to pull off. And I actually think they pull it off really well, and I'll tell you why. But it's really hard because as soon as you do something like this, you're immediately taking the attention off the people in the ring.
Yep.
So there has to be a reason for them not to wrestle, or they're wrestling for no one, right? So Wardlow interrupts the match. He's in the back. He finally comes in. He's beating the fuck out of all of these security goons, which are clearly just like local wrestlers. Like
Yeah.
none of these guys are real security. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
Yeah, the one
So,
guy had like
anyways,
a mohawk and like these all crazy, like
yeah,
huge
power
earplugs and
bombs the
shit.
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, bombs the guy through a table, but he doesn't actually go through it, which had to hurt so bad.
Yeah.
So he gets halfway down the stairs. Dax is in the ring. They're not wrestling, so you know they haven't been. And one of the Gun Club dudes, I think it was Austin, if I'm not mistaken, Austin Gunn, he's on the ground, and Dax is just like pissed. He has his arms up, and he's trying to figure out why his match is being, you know, messed with and everything. But he's like not mad at Wardlow. He's like looking back at MJF too, because he's like, "The fuck are you doing?" And Wardlow gets finally stopped by like 15 security guys, right? And
Yep.
he gets escorted out. Eventually, FTR eventually hits the big rig and win. And MJF comes to the ring, and FTR are pissed at him. And finally, he calms them down enough to raise their hands, and they're content. But yeah, I'm feeling like a blatant babyface turn is coming soon. I mean, they basically already are, but I mean, I think a very blatant turn is coming up here real soon. And probably the end of the Pinnacle, possibly, unless he replaces him.
Yeah, I mean, there is without question that is occurring. I think it's written on the walls in a lot of ways. And what's interesting about it is I'm curious what happens with MJF, right? The character obviously is so arrogant and so full of himself that he'll probably, in my mind, that he'll probably just be like, fuck y'all. I don't need any of you to do this kind of thing and go that route. But at the same time, it might be interesting to see him in the vulnerable position as well. He's alone. Everybody fucking hates him. He doesn't have backup anymore. He doesn't have FTR. He doesn't have Wardlow. Like, he could become a quick target or just a high profile target for somebody trying to make it. It could be interesting.
Yeah, I also think he could like recruit someone like the Gun Club. Not that we want to see that,
No, we
but
don't.
some kind of like mid card tag team that will just obey him.
Yeah. I mean,
Just for protection, but also to be more obnoxious
yeah.
because he has them.
Yep.
You
I mean, that
know what I mean?
that could be fucking hysterical. There's a
Yeah.
lot of ways they can go for it with it, and I'm excited because I think MJF is a good wrestler. He can pull it off, and he's great narratively and on the mic. So no matter what they do, it's gonna be fucking good just because it's MJF.
Just because it's MJF. Dude,
But
yeah. I mean, and plus MJF is so fucking smooth, and I gotta tell you, make sure that you make sure you buy it now. Conquer blend or any blend you want. They have so many. This is the only picture I have ready. And if you go to kingscoastcoffee.com/LWIW pod, you can help us out too. Make
there
sure you
you go.
get some coffee. It'll do you good. Anyways,